and I was 23 kilos heavier than I am today. That was the moment that I felt like this cannot be happening. If you're watching this video, you probably try to go to the gym like 100 times. You go for 2-3 weeks, then you give up for like 6 months, and then you try again, and you are in this repetitive cycle that you can't break. Or you just started to work out, but you feel like this is not for you and everything hurts, and you feel like people are judging you, and you have this feeling that you just want to quit and maybe this life is not for you. And you see these people online saying how great it is to move your body, to go to the gym, and it seems like they absolutely love, but you hate completely. Well, I was this person, and it took me years to learn exactly what I'm going to say in this video. I hope I can help you in some way. Okay, so 2 years ago, I was 25 years old. I remember going on a walk after work. I just wanted to move my body a bit. And in that day, I realized how fucked I was because I couldn't walk for more than 15 minutes without stopping. I had to stop actually 5 times so I could complete one walk around the park in my city. And I was 23 kilos heavier than I am today. That was the moment that I felt like this cannot be happening. I remember everything was burning, my calves were burning, my chest, I couldn't properly breathe. That was the moment that I knew 100% sure that I had to do something, but again, I hated exercising. For 2 years, I did the exact same thing, went to the gym 4 times per week, and if I tell you that I love the process, I would be lying. The worst part, it was not the physical pain, it was actually to face the person that I become and how I let myself get to this point so far. But here's what I learned during all those times that I wanted to quit. First, motivation is a completely lie. Of course, a lot of people say this, but we really need to learn it. Motivation is not going to kick in one day and you're not going to change your life overnight. That's absolutely not gonna happen at all. You know what I started to do? I started to watch TikToks while I was walking. Okay, maybe not the most amazing or healthy thing, but at least time was passing. At the gym, I would just put podcasts so loud because I didn't want to hear my own thoughts, because I always thought people were judging me and staring at me and maybe like realizing that I don't belong there and that maybe I'm too fat to be here. Whatever these lies that we tell to ourselves, motivation actually comes within the process and not the other way around. It comes when you start to love your body enough to actually take care of it. But in the beginning, you gotta find something else to keep going. You need to be willing to feel uncomfortable until it becomes familiar. And I promise you, it won't last forever. Try to stack something you like, for example, watching TikToks, with something you don't like walking. And in the beginning, you don't even need to go to the gym. To become an active person, which is the goal of this video, you don't need to go to the gym. An active person is not necessarily a gym girl or a gym guy. While you go on a walk, you can take your Kindle, watch anything on your phone, anything. Second, your identity is your prison. We behave exactly how we see ourselves. If you spend half of your life telling yourself you're lazy, this is something that happened to me. A lot of people used to tell me, people from my family, that I was lazy. My God, you're so lazy. You're so lazy. Maybe I was, okay? But I also internalized it in me that I was a lazy person, so might as well just behave like that. Even if you want to prove anyone wrong on this, even if you get mad and you try to tell them, I'm not lazy, you will probably act as a lazy person to confirm what you believe about yourself. And right now you're probably thinking, well, it's not that easy to change the way we see ourselves. How am I going to behave if I don't know how to change the way I see myself? And here's the trick. Every time you don't want to go to the gym and you actually don't go, you're proving yourself that you're lazy. Now, every time that you don't want to go and you still go, you are collecting evidences. Evidences that will show you in the future that you're not a lazy person. So you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, okay, yesterday I went, so I'm not that lazy. Or like, I already went 2 weeks in a row, so I'm not lazy. And the more you pass through these feelings, the more you pass through the feeling of, okay, you know what? Fuck this feeling. I'm still gonna go. That's how you change how you see yourself. And that's how you start to behave as you see yourself. If you do this on your worst days, then other days will become easier. You're not just changing your body, you're completely rebuilding your relationship with yourself as well. Third, your environment will either break you or make you. Try denying a pizza when everyone is eating one. It's nearly impossible, right? I realized something. If your friends are mocking you for losing weight, if your family doesn't support you and think this is bullshit, if your partner even can't support your goal, you might need to rethink how you actually want to live. I'm not saying for you to leave your house immediately, but you need to build an environment that will make you work automatically. If someone supports you, they will be willing to do anything to help you with your goals. And if that means for them not to order a pizza and just go out and eat that pizza by themselves, they will do it. And I know probably a lot of people will be thinking, but it's not because I need to become a more active person that my partner needs to become an active person. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that if they love you and if they support you, they will also help you with these goals. They will also not keep offering you food all the time. You need to have a talk with them, an honest talk with your friend, with your partner, with your family, and ask them to be supportive of your new goals. Because if they love you enough, they will do it. If they care about you, they will help you. So we need to have these hard talks, and we need to build an environment that will be easy for us to achieve these goals. Because at the moment, everybody around you is against your new lifestyle, is against your goals. It's gonna be 100 times harder for you to achieve this. 4. Patience is your superpower. This is the hardest one. You learning how to be kind to yourself while also learning how to think long term. We've lost our sense of real time with social media. We see these overnight results online while people are like losing hundreds and hundreds of weight that looks like they just did it from one day to another. Meanwhile, it took them months, years even. We expect overnight transformations in a world that doesn't work that way at all. I wanted it to be faster too. I was always thinking, oh my God, and I still do. To this day, I'm still on a learning process, on a weight loss process, on becoming a more active person process. And I still think sometimes, I wish this was faster. I wish I was already more active, or I wish I lost more weight. And I'll think, why isn't this happening quicker? Why am I not enjoying working out already? It's been 4 months, 5 months. But I spent my whole life not doing anything. Keep that in mind. With time, you need to ignore that voice. That voice that tells you, I wish this was something faster. I wish I liked this already. You need to focus on something else. Have a new project that you will be giving your full attention to while doing these things. Time passes way faster when you're not watching the clock. And one day you will wake up and you realize that you're not that person anymore. You're not the person that started working out and felt like shit anymore. Not just physically, but mentally. You will start to actually live that life. And if you're watching this looking for a quick fix, I'm sorry, I don't have one. I believe we need to heal our relationship with food, our relationship with exercising, working, become more active people, and still live our lives in a good way while we do it. And this takes time. But here's what I know. If you try to be active for 2 weeks and then you stop for 6 months, what benefit will you have from that? 0. But if you commit to a 20 minutes walk and you stick to it for like 6 months, you will have much more benefits from that. That's way more progress than you ever made in your whole life. And the person that I am today would barely recognize the person that I was 2 years ago. Not just my body, my entire relationship with myself and my confidence completely changed. You're not doing this for a quick fix that will backfire later. You're doing this for a lifestyle change. You're doing this to completely change your life and become a new version of yourself. And keep that in mind while you're doing it. Turn off other people's opinion, focus on yourself. And I'm sharing this because I wish someone had told me. The hardest part is not actually working out, is not actually the pain of the exercise, is actually facing the person you'd become. And you need to show you, like I told you before, you need to collect evidences to show you that you deserve a better life. And I hope you get it.